guys, so today I am doing a story time on my first fight because a lot of you guys, I guess, don't know what the main reasoning for it was, like why I did get in that fight and stuff like that. So let's get into it. No, I'm just kidding, but for real, like let's start from the beginning. And I'm sorry, like, if I have ditching because like of that.
My niggas bigger than the bounce, roll up in the dust, and all down. Right quick, tight jeans on, so still my I'm the same girl, baby. I'm the same girl.
Okay, so in the beginning of the year at Roundup, I went with Angie to Roundup because I wanted to see my friends because it was like, you know, the beginning of school, I guess. And so I seen this boy, and we're gonna call him Ben, the widest name I can give him. We're gonna call him Ben, and I thought he was really cute, and I thought he was cute. So then I wanted to get to know him more. So Angie had classes with him or whatever, and so when school started, people were telling me that he liked me and stuff like that. So we started talking, and I guess I really liked him. And so then there was a school dance, the school dance or whatever, and I was getting mad because I wanted to go with him, and I had been telling him in the beginning that I wanted to go to the school dance with him, and he was like, oh, I don't know if I can go, I need to wait for my mom to get a yes from her and get money. So he was with this girl, and I got mad because I got jealous. And then finally I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go then. And then finally his mom had came, and he was able to go. Well, then after that, we're in the cafeteria, right, because that's where the dance was, and it was Mr. Pirtle, and then a bunch of if you know how the Hoover cafeteria is, it's the chairs right here, and then there was nothing right here. That was the dance floor. There's chairs and then the dance floor, and he was sitting right next to Mr. Pirtle. He was sitting in this booth right next to him. Well, that's where the dance was going on and stuff. And this girl, we're gonna say Stacy because her name is close to mine, Gracie Stacy. It rhymes. Okay, yeah. So what had happened was she was shaking her butt and she was twerking, and I was just shaking her butt because she wasn't twerking, she couldn't twerk. So I was just why is she and she was looking at him, I could tell that she was looking at him, and I was like, hold up. So I got mad, and I was like, we're going to the back. So we went to the back, and we were all hanging out, and I could tell he looked annoyed or whatever. So I was just okay, well, I have to go because my stepmom had called. So we were leaving, and he walked me out, and I kissed him on the cheek, and I thought that was just process, you know. And he was happy or whatever, and so I was oh, maybe this will work out. And so then, and one of my friends who was friends with her at the time, let's call him think of a white guy name. Luke. No, we're not calling him Luke. Let's call him Don. So Don texted me, he was like, bro, did you see Stacy's story? And I was like, no, but it's what's happened? And he was like, bro, he said that she stole someone's man's, and I think it was Ben that she's talking about, because I guess that at lunch they had been on each other and stuff. And I was like, bro, she was twerking on him today, twerking. And so he was like, yeah, no, after school they were hanging out. And I was like, hold up, what are you talking about? After I had left, I guess that they were hanging out. So I was like, what the heck? I got mad. So I had confronted him about it at school in person, and he was like, I didn't like you in the beginning, blah, blah, blah. It was just, I just wanted to see, I want to get the attention because you were an 8th grader and I'm a 7th grader, and I knew everyone would get their focus on me, and now I'm a full 8th grader. He was stupid in the head, to be honest with you. So I was just okay, and then he was telling me stuff that he hated about me and blah, blah, blah. I was but yet you dated me, but okay. When I dated, talking. And so, I was mad, I was hurt, about everything that he told me. I never cried over him, I never cried over him. I was just bro, focus. I was just hurt and angry, and instead of crying, I fought her. But we're getting to that. So then, at school, we would be we'd be at lunch, and I would go off on him, telling him heck up stuff, because I was mad, my friends, and they were dating now, and she would be walking around with her little homegirls, walking like they was the stuff, and I was like, you're not the stuff, and I would tell her off, and I would tell him, I'm gonna beat up your girlfriend, and he's like, you're not gonna beat her up, she's gonna beat you up, blah, 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 and I was like, okay. So then, I got more angry at the end, because I had found out that, I guess, she had told him, I'm gonna give you head, and, like that right there like got me really mad, because that made me like realize that guys really don't like a girl for who they are personally. They like her for their body, or if they're gonna get stuff like that. But yeah, so that just made me really angry. Like, after I found that out, she had blocked me because I was talking hecka crap. But you know, girl, I got hecka more accounts. I got my spam account, I got my friends' accounts. I wasn't playing with her. Like, I wanted to fight her. She would walk home, and like there was this one point where I just wanted to like grab her by her hair and just yank her and just like beating her up. But I was like, nah, it's gonna, like, I wanted to where like I can actually fight her when no one could stop me. So I didn't want to do it at school. So then time had went on, and like I think 3 weeks passed by, and I think they broke up. I think that they had broke up. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. But then I was like hecka mad, because I was like that. I didn't feel like it was right, and so I became cool with her. I was playing this stupid trick because I wanted to become friends with her and not get caught in fighting, but become friends with her. So on the weekend she could come over and I could beat her up. Like, that was my main plan. That's why I don't trust anyone, because I know people have the same mentality as me. So then, so yeah, I was trying to become friends with her, and then like I kind of came out to her, telling her that I was like depressed at the time, and like my stepmom had like caught me and stuff like that, and like, yeah, all that. I'm not getting into that, but I had told her about that, and that plays like a main reason too. And so then she had sent me that she had, I'm not going to say because a lot of people know, like, what was wrong. I mean, who she was. So I'm not going to expose her on, like, what, like, she was doing. It wasn't her cutting herself. It was other things. But she had sent it to me. And, you know, like, I was just like, okay, why is she sending me that? So then after that, like, I wasn't talking to her for a while because she couldn't meet up with me. And finally, like, 3 weeks later, I finally hit her up, and I was like, you know, I guess I was being bold that day. I was like, I want to fight you in the morning when we're going to school. And so she was like, okay. I said, you don't bring no one, I don't bring no one. I'm just going to have my sister and Emma with me, only because I walk to school with them every day. Like, that's how it is. I was like, but no one's jumping. I was like, no one needs to jump you. Like, okay, like, yeah. So then she was like, okay. And I said, you better not bring nobody, not your sister, not no one. And she was like, I won't. So then I'm walking, and at the time, I wasn't supposed to have social media. And my cousin had my account on her phone, and she was like, bruh, that girl's sister hit you up and said, where you at? Because I had told them to meet me by Circle Park, but like not there, like in this little alley where I had eventually fought. And so she went, and she was just, like, when we met up, she was just standing there like, so I like being dead at, like, I looked like a wuss, like, for real. And not only that, like, I had my other friends with me, because not that they had came with me, but they were already at the train tracks, and they're like, what's happening? And I was like, oh, she wants to fight me. I want to fight her, so we're gonna fight. And so they're like, oh, I want to record, blah blah blah. Well, it was Nevaeh and Nalaya. Nalaya at the time was my friend, and she was going off on Stacy's sister. So then did I say Nalaya was going off? It was Nevaeh who was going off on her sister, but Nalaya was putting in like words like, you want to fight my sister, blah blah blah. So that had happened, and they're like, dude, just fight Stacy. And I was like, nah, like, her sister's gonna jump in. Like, I just had this gut feeling that her sister would jump in, and I didn't want. So then after all that happened, her sister walks through the school, and she's in the bathroom hecka mad. So I go in there, and I'm like, dude, you were gonna jump me. That's the only reason why I didn't fight you, blah blah blah. You made me look like a wuss, but I wasn't trying to get jumped. And I was like, did you or did you not want your sister to come jump me? And she admitted to it. She admitted to it 3 times. Like, during that whole day, like, she admitted to it 3 times. And then she was like, no, I didn't mean it like that. I was like, no, you did. You're a freaking liar, blah blah blah. We went into the hallways, and let me tell you, those hallways echo so bad. I'm surprised no teacher heard us. We were like screaming, like, when I start shaking, we're at to the point like where I am so mad that I don't know what to do. I was like screaming like my lungs out. Like, there was probably veins popping out my forehead, all that. Like, I was mad. So then I was like, you know what, meet me after school. We can fight after school by the train tracks where we were at. And so she was like, all right, blah, blah, blah. So then the same friend who had, Dawn, who had told me about what had happened, we were standing outside still because it's still the morning. And he was like, hey, Stacy's talking to all her friends about you and stuff like that. And I was like, no, she ain't. And I had all my friends still, so we all went up to confront all of them. And so, like, I just started roasting her, like, talking about how she looked like Sandy Cheeks. And, like, I even made a whole video about her looking like, I was just a mad hater, bro. Like, oh, God, like, I don't know what I was doing. So then, I went off on her. and the teacher had split us up, but she didn't snitch. That's the thing. Like, she didn't say to any of the principals because we never got called up that whole day. So then, fast forward to lunch, and Angie, stupid self, running her mouth like she always does, was like, "Oh, Stacy, you're a punk, you blah blah. You're a punk." No, you said that too. You said you're a pussy, but you're saying you're a punk and you're a bitch and all that, like saying heck stuff. Well, this girl was storming like fee fi fo fum, and she was like, because she had a squeaky voice, but she was like, and I was just like, oh heck no. And so I was like, wait. And so I threw up my hair. I'm not putting my hair up because I look like a whole egg. So I threw up my hair and I was like, are we gonna go right here? And she's like, no, I'm gonna fight you after school. Everyone knows. And like, okay, so like, where we were standing, there was like all the little beaners, like all the kids and all their girlfriends and all their girlfriends, like got friends that are girls. And we were all standing right there. And then my friend was like, bro, calm down. Like I was like wanting to just punch her right there, cause she was just standing there like, who's gonna swing first? Where she had her something wrong with her or whatever, like how I had my emotions and stuff, and she, yeah. Anyway, she had said that when we were arguing at lunch, like, oh, well, at least I don't cut myself, and so that really got me angry. That's why I started shaking. I had PE last for stuff, so I didn't have to change out, so I was like, I ain't gonna change out. I never realized how much people were gonna be at that fight. Like, let me tell you, there was so much kids, like, girl, like,
Everybody missed the bus.
yeah, everyone missed the bus to go see that fight. Like, they walked home. But there was heck of kids. There was so much kids. And I walk over the train tracks, and all I see was just heck of kids. And let me tell you, like, right after school, I started walking there, so they all knew, like, but I guess that she had been spreading the word around. So then, and I'm pretty sure all those boys spread the rumor around, huh? So then, after that, we had, I'm trying to think. Oh, so I go up there and I'm like, we're not fighting. I was so scared to get beat up. Like, that's my worst fear, is just getting beat up in front of people. So I was scared to get beat up because it was my first fight. I didn't know if I knew how to fight. I mean, at the time, I honestly don't think I fought right, but it was whatever. And I said, we're not fighting. Are you, damn. So then, turn it up. And so then I was like, we're not gonna fight. And I winked at her like, let's go to Circle Park or something. And then she was like, no, we're fighting right now. And I was like, okay. So my hair was already up. I already had everything ready. And I was like 100% gonna pussy out. Like I was just gonna be like, no, I'm done. But then I look at my friend Emma. Then I look at other people. And I'm like, dang, everyone's recording. I can't do that. That's like embarrassing. So I looked. And then I remember just running up on her. And like, here's her head, right? And I remember just, I went like this. I pushed her I grabbed her like face, and I pushed her to the fence, and then I socked her like that. And then she grabbed grip of my hair, and then she was pulling me around. And then I was just trying, my main focus was just getting as much punches as I can. Like, I wasn't thinking about, like, keeping my ground or any of that. I just wanted to punch. So in the video, it looks like I didn't know how to fight. I don't think I really knew how to fight at the time, but I was getting my punches. Well, then one of her friends, who I thought was my friend at the time, I guess I stepped on his shoes. That was his excuse. But he trips me, like he puts his foot out, and then he pushes me to the floor. So I fall on the ground, right? And she didn't get a punch on me when I fell on the ground, like seriously. She never got a punch on me, like throughout that whole thing. And so I kick her in her chest, because I know that had to hurt, because someone kicked me in my chest. When I kicked her on the chest, she had like kind of backed off, so I got her hair and I used it to pull myself up. So when I got up, I started punching her again, and I was so mad from falling, because I was like, how can I fall in front of everyone? Because like after I fell, like you could hear in the video, everyone gets louder, like, oh, like Gracie's gonna get beat up. So I was hecka mad, so I started just punching her and just like letting everything out. And then finally, I remember looking down, and I see a slipper, because I wanted someone to split us up. Like, I was getting tired already, because I was just letting out my anger. And I remember seeing a slipper, and then it was like, stop it, both of y'all, stop it. And I was just like, nah, let's go, because I thought it was the principal, to be honest with you. I don't know why, but I thought it was the principal. I was like, we just gotta go. Like, I'm not trying to get suspended right now. I was terrified of what my parents had to say about it. My parents didn't care, to be honest with you. They didn't get me in trouble, so. But then the next day, I was hiding at school, and they caught me, and they pulled me up to the office. I got suspended for a day. Then I had OPC. We ended up, I guess, being cool at the time or whatever. And then, like, I'm just going to expose her right now because I don't even give a fuck anymore. She had told me, like, a month ago that she had feelings for me, and I was like, nope, I don't like you. Like, we're cool, but we're not cool like that. So, and I did ask her for round 2, like, after we got at OPC, like I asked her for round 2 because she was telling other people that she beat me up. And we came to the house and she was not like swinging back. And I was just like, so that was story time, y'all. It was boring, but yeah. I'm gonna do polls on my Instagram. So I don't know what else to do. So y'all better give me ideas because y'all be seeing that like 5 of you be putting stuff, bruh. Okay, bye.
On the beat, I don't punch it. I'm a